Let's see. Kathy Bates was here a couple days ago, and she was talking about Misery. I didn't know you were offered that role.
I was offered that. Yeah, I was, but I think she did a brilliant job. I would have done something probably. She's brilliant. You know, I followed her for, you know, I don't know if you remember this picture called Straight Time. She did it with Dustin Hoffman many, many years ago. It was one of the first pictures she ever did, even though she's a big, big actress in the theater in New York. And I saw her in that, and she was so real that I'd never really seen acting like that. She really impressed me, and I started to follow her career. So I know her work pretty well, and I thought she did a fabulous job. I was afraid. I was too afraid. I thought, what will the fans say? You know, when she cuts off the feet and everything, I was totally appalled, you know.
And it's James Caan, too. You would have gotten
James Caan. My God. I think people would like me to see me cut off somebody's but not necessarily cut off somebody's feet, you know. I mean, but those are the kind of gigs I usually get, you know. Get out the scissors. Come over here, hon. And so, it was a hit, and I'm so proud of her. I'm so proud she got that little statuette. I'm really proud.
Yeah. Speaking of film choices, I've
made some duds, haven't I,
well,
babe?
no, we want to talk about the positive. Let's talk about the positive.
Oh, good.
The future. You said you'd like to work with Pee Wee Herman and Prince.
Sure.
Let's talk about Pee Wee first. What would you like to do with Pee Wee?
Well, I think maybe a little sex comedy, I think, with Pee Wee. Don't you think that would be funny? He could play sort of like someone who doesn't really want to have sex, and I would be someone who sort of is like really into it, but not with him. You know, like Mae West and W.C. Fields were. Do you remember in My Little Chickadee? He was always after her, and she was always going, out of my way, out of my way. And I never forgot the pairing of those two. I always loved them. And he's perfect for that. He has that aura that everybody... Well, it certainly has been an interesting year for him. My God. It's been an interesting year for all of us.
Yeah, but you're a supporter of Pee Wee, though.
I absolutely am a supporter of Pee Wee. Absolutely. He's a friend of mine. I've known him for a long time. He's got a heart of gold. Really wonderful guy.
And Prince?
I can't say the same for Prince.
Oh, you
no,
know
actually,
him
I do know him a little bit. I do actually. He probably does have a heart of gold. I don't know him that well. He doesn't talk much, you know. Have you ever had him on your show?
He doesn't talk
much.
He
doesn't talk much. He's kind of like, you know, monosyllabic, you know, like, oh, yes, no, and in a very soft tone. But he's a fabulous musician. Great, one of the best in the world. I think he's a genius. I think he's a genius. I love to work with him. You know, once I read in the Rolling Stone that he said he had, you know, respect for me. Respect for me? You know, I couldn't believe it. He put me, I was in the same sentence as Joni Mitchell, and that's like, wow, I was really impressed. So I sort of like try to send him little messages, too, that I would love to, you know. He loves to work with women, and he always writes some great songs. And he always, Sheena Easton, he did great for her. He
should have given you Sugar Walls.
Maybe not that one.
Oh, okay.
No. I'm a little, no. Not age appropriate, dear.
I was talking to I was talking in the monologue.
Although my gynecologist did tell me I had the insides of a 22-year-old. He did tell me that. He did tell me that. He did. This is very private business, but I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was really wonderful because I'm trying to have another baby, you know, and I'm not a spring chicken. But see, I read in the I've been reading up on older women having babies, and I already had one child, but I'd like to have another one. So I went, and he told me that, and I thought, wow, let's get to it. Husband.
I don't know how to respond to that.
No, that's all right. I'm just telling you my private business.
In the monologue, I was looking for Lionel Richie in the Waldo photo, and when you look in crowds, you find the most interesting thing. Sandy, blow this up. Let them see. Look in this. There's you and LaToya holding hands.
You're so mean to her.
Where's Beth?
I had red hair. I have to see this hairdo. My goodness me, and I was chubby. But I was into it. You know, Bruce Springsteen was standing next to me, and they moved him.
What?
They moved him into the middle so he could be with all the really hot people, the people who were selling records that year. I was like, I don't know why they invited me. I mean, I was touched and everything, but I was definitely on the wrong side of the... Well, I was standing next to LaToya, you know. I'm sorry. I don't even know her. She was very nice to me. I have to say she was very nice to me, and I don't really dish. I don't like to dump on other performers. She hardly ever performs, right?
Well...
I mean, I don't really know. I'm sorry. no. I don't like to dump. You must. I like her. I mean, I like her. I don't like to be mean to people. I really don't. I mean, I used to when I was younger. I was bitter, and so what was I so bitter about? I was so mean to everybody.
Were you bitter?
I was bitter, and I was so, I don't know, I guess I wanted it immediately. I was, you know, really selfish. As a child of my generation, I wanted it all now. And you get a, have some life experience, and you realize you meet them on the way up, you meet them on the way down.
So when you
I'll be there soon, LaToya.